Now, NIO for the month of September, we saw them delivering over 10,800 vehicles, and I must say that so many of the people or investors that are investing onto the NIO stock are patiently waiting for Tuesday, as NIO will be reporting their October deliveries. And of course, one thing that is making a lot of the investors or NIO investors to patiently wait for those deliveries is because the CEO of NIO few weeks ago uttered a statement of saying that NIO in the Q4 of 2022 we can expect them to report record-breaking deliveries on all the Q4 months. So people, or so many of the investors, our NIO investors, are patiently waiting to see if NIO will report at least over 13,000 vehicles for the month of October, as you will know that the current NIO record is just below 13,000. So a lot of the investors, including myself, are patiently wanting to see if NIO will deliver 13,000 or more on this upcoming October deliveries. But before we get deep into this video as to what do I think or where do I think NIO will come and announce the results to be when it comes to the October deliveries, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a profit and financial advice video. Now I would really appreciate if you can just hit the likes button, comment and subscribe, and once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. One thing that of course it's making me to be a bit optimistic about the upcoming October deliveries is the fact that you will notice, or you will know by now, that in the last week these automakers or these car makers, they tend to report, or they tend to see some good sales from of course coming from consumers, as consumers, or some of the consumers might want to buy a new car before month end, or might want to buy a new car maybe before starting a new month. But one thing that really excites me about the times that we are in right now is that now we are heading towards the festive seasons. Everyone is planning, or everyone wants to get their hands on a new car. So the time that we are in, we are going to see a lot of demand in cars because people want to, of course, spend their Christmas on a new car or a new ride, which is one of the things that obviously makes me to be really quite certain to say that companies like NIO, or EV companies like NIO, will do very well in this last quarter, which is why I personally believe that even the CEO of NIO had, of course, the powers to, of course, announce such statements. But of course, nonetheless, one of the things that I personally believe that the CEO of NIO made a statement of saying that we'll be seeing record deliveries each and every month in the Q4 was, of course, we know that NIO right now has opened their new factory in NIO Park, which obviously its annual production capacity at the end or completion of that factory, NIO will be able to produce 1 million EVs annually. So I personally believe that with, of course, NIO Park coming in as a new factory or new plant for NIO, it will definitely go, it is definitely going to boost the sales or the deliveries that NIO generates each and every month, which is another reason why I think the NIO CEO had the powers to say that he believes that they will be delivering record-breaking deliveries each and every month in the Q4. So I am very hopeful that we are going to see, obviously, NIO delivering at least 13,000 vehicles. That's my prediction. I think NIO will deliver around 13,000 vehicles for the month of October. And of course, as I've told you, or as I'm telling you, I'm basing my predictions on those 2 points. That is the NIO Park, and of course that is the fact that in the Q4 vehicle sales tend to be in demand as people are planning to buy cars and spend with their families during the festive seasons. So these times we tend to see vehicle sales rising each and every year, which is something that is incredible and something that obviously made me to be confident that EV companies like NIO will do very well. So in terms of share price, you'll notice that NIO finished the week down over 2%, which resulted in the share price of NIO to trade below $10, which is something that obviously to those that bought this NIO stock, especially towards its all-time high of $66.99. I must be really be panicking as to the kind of share falls we are witnessing onto this stock. But if you are going in and loading the boat as the stock market or as this company NIO drops, you are definitely, I'm sure, getting your average purchase share price on NIO down. Because when NIO was trading, I remember around just over $40, my average share price on NIO was around $36. And then right now I'm very excited to know, or to let you know, that my average share price on NIO is below $25. So all the NIO shares that I own right now, the average purchase share price on those shares is now at below $25, which is something that makes me to be really excited, as I know that as the share price remain this low, I'm going to continue loading the boat, bringing my average purchase share price down, as I believe that this is one of the stocks which is just set to do very well. This is the stock which will disrupt the fast growing in EV industry. I mean, NIO is not only selling their cars in China, but we all know that NIO is also selling their cars in 5 European countries outside of China. And you all know that when you talk of countries outside of China, we think of Mizuho Securities. Analyst who believes that NIO's total revenue, or 30% of NIO's total revenues, will come outside of China. And looking at the fact that countries like Norway, where NIO has been selling their cars for over a year, they've sold over 1,000 vehicles, makes me to be optimistic about NIO in other parts of Europe, or in other countries like the recently added Germany, Netherlands, Denmark, and Sweden, to say that NIO will still perform very well into those countries and all the other countries, because you remember that by 2025 NIO plans to have penetrated 25 countries worldwide, which is something that must just show you the kind of deliveries that we'll be seeing on NIO, especially when we get to 2025. So I remain to be positive, bullish onto this NIO stock, and my prediction, like I said, on the upcoming October deliveries, which are set to be reported on Tuesday, the 1st of November, I believe that NIO will deliver around 13,000 vehicles. That's my predictions. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I should just give you these quick updates and give you my prediction as to what is it that I can expect, or that I'm expecting NIO to deliver in terms of the delivery numbers for the month of October. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click the notification bell, so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me. And before you load the boat again on this stock, please do make sure that you do your own DD, so that at least you get comfortable when you are investing onto this stock. But otherwise, you already know that if you are lazy to go do your own DD, you know that most of the latest news, latest developments around the NIO stock, you can always come back to this channel and you'll get those latest news here, because chances are very high that if it's big news, I'll do a video about the news. So you can always tune in or come to YouTube and tune in on this channel, because this is one of the stocks that I talk a lot about on this channel. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.